Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome into Flying with Mike. Hope y'all had a great weekend. We had a great one here after we survived some storms. Um, after driving around the area yesterday, there could have been a small spin up or something just north of the house here towards a trucking company near the airport I used to work at. Plus, up in where I went to high school up in O'Fallon, somewhere up there, they had a lot of damage too. So I don't know if we had any actual tornadoes here, microbursts or what, but it was a pretty interesting Friday night for those that didn't catch us. So I believe we came up Saturday. Yes, we did because we flew the Ramstein flight. So it was definitely a rock and roll night. To me, typical Midwest spring. But eh, yeah, the weathermen go, "Oh, this is just so outrageous." I'm like, "No, not really. Get over it." A lot of drama on TV last night, and it wasn't Law and Order. Um, but anyway, uh, again, welcome into Flying with Mike. We're taking just a few years back in time, not many. About 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, when Virgin America finally collapsed. And they were only up for a few years anyway. Um, and much of their equipment went to Alaska. So, Alaska Airways. But yeah, we're going to give it a try. Virgin America out of Los Angeles headed up to Vegas, and we can't talk about much of this because what happens in Vegas stays up in Vegas. So, with all of that, we have a Virgin America A319 sitting on stand 37, 37 Alpha, I believe. It's California. Do you expect them to do things any different? So, anyway, we're going to have fun though. If time permits, we may try for a second flight. So we'll see. But for now, we're going to get this bird ready to roll and head up a real long haul flight here, folks. Woo. You might want to pack some crackers because it's about all you're going to eat on it. It's that long, folks. Hang on a second. A total of 250 miles. Whoa. After that crossed the pond last week, that is a super long. So, anyway, I hope y'all enjoy it. Like I said, we're taking the ToLiss A319 out for a spin. Head on up to Vegas, and then we'll see what we can do from there. All right, and again, the ToLiss A319. Now, we did have the caterer right up here, but to let you see the airplane, I kicked them away. We'll be kicking the rear one away here shortly, but let's get in and get an idea of what we're doing. Y'all kind of know already, but let's bring Sim Toolkit in, verify it all up. Oh, sorry about that. So we all know what's going on. What's going on? All right. So you see Sim Toolkit up there. By the way, I have pre-filed, but haven't fully decided yet. All right. So now one of the neat things with many of the different map following tools, whatever you want to call them, is the ability to zoom in if you don't have ground charts. And many of the airports will indeed give you, say, you land runway 24 right, and controller says take Echo to Kilo to Charlie 8. Well, you can zoom your following map down and follow that route right to it. So Anyway, it's a neat little feature. I also use it to make sure if I decided to come online, I'm not in anyone's gate. All right, up here to the loadout, 27,132 pounds, consisting of 119 peeps, 6,300 pounds of payload, and we're going to fly the Orca 5 MISEN to Reindeers 3. So we're planning 24 left for departure and 26 left for the arrival. Cost index will be 22 and 29,000 is where we're headed up to. Weather, I'm sure it's Southern California. It's going to be miserable. 6 miles visibility and drizzle scattered. I was trying to crack a joke, and lo and behold, it is miserable here. They've got mist and drizzle, 700 foot scattered, 12,000 scattered, broken 14,000. All in all, not bad, but it was meant as a joke. Sorry, folks. 54 degrees here on top of it all. Well, again, we cross not very far inland, and things, if we were to look at Ontario, it might be a whole different story. That close to the ocean and all. Up in Vegas, wow, I'm actually shocked. 61 degrees, overcast 22,150 at 5. So wow, I was expecting a little warmer, but hey, we'll take it. So 61 degrees, it'll be a little warmer by the time we get there, but there's absolutely no humidity. Let's look at that, -3 Celsius. Ouch. All right, and then real quick, we'll back out of here so you get an idea of what we're doing. I don't know if they're going to cover us or not. I really don't. We also got a big batch of rain north of us. And then there's our run up here to Las Vegas. All right. And let's get to work. All right, up here on the overhead panel, couple of things we'll check real quick. The batteries are on. You don't see the words off. Recorder ground control on. Cockpit voice recorder tested fine. I'm going to turn that. Well, no, it's pretty well up. So that means I need to turn it up in my ear. All right, moving on up, fuel pumps all in the off position. APU fire check. Good. Engine, we'll go ahead and get the engines. Good checks. And since the Denver incident last week, might be a good thing to do before peeps start coming down the jetway. Just to get that ding, ding, ding noise out so they're not, oh my God, the plane's on fire. Let me go hang out on the wing full of fuel. So, anyway. Yeah, that a lot of questions. Some have been answered. It was a engine vibration that caused the divert. The fire yet to be determined, but obviously something with the vibration would cause possibly that. A lot of other questions. A lot of other questions I have. So, but we'll leave those questions there. I'm not getting into them. I'm going to let the NTSB do their job. All right, so we'll do a quick look at the cockpit lighting. All right, all the light bulbs lit up here, down here, and down here. And we're ready to start the boarding process after we check that the speed brakes are down, flaps are up, engine switch in normal, masters are off. We'll get the multi-scan and the GCS on, tilt the panel up a little, and we'll get the transponders set. Frequencies are set, and we'll move up, down on the landing gear, and 3 green. Moving on up to the north side. All right, moving on down here, we got APU bleed we'll worry about here in a second. So let's get to loading this airplane. All right, now for those of you that took notes, you know how many peeps we have, right? No, you didn't take notes. All righty. Okay, 119 peeps are coming on. We'll load them. Click. I said click. Go to the mechanical side. Click. If you don't have better pushback, shame on you. But if you don't, you have the ability to do that here, but just to the level, not to the level you can with better pushback. By the way, better pushback is free if I've never said that. And there is going to be a day when we're going to really utilize it. I'm working on it. Okay, 11,542. I'm going to put 11,800 in it. Maybe. There we go. Request the fuel truck. Next page. Okay, we'll click load. Close it. And we'll talk about this panel a little later. Not right now because we're going to be bouncing to and from it. Okay, so we'll come up here to the EFB. Now your big ToLiss menu that you had here, ISCS, well now they've incorporated it into the EFB. Cool. All of their A319 2021s and the A330 all have it. Can't speak for the A346 because I don't have it. Okay, weight and balance, reset. And today's zero fuel weight's going for 120,303, and we're at 116. That means, come back here. See how I told you we were going to be bouncing? Let's put 4,000 in. Let's see how bad that did us. 120,228, perfect. We're only like 80 pounds off, or 70 pounds off. That's pretty good. 119, and we're good, and sweet. We'll be back to this panel later. For now, let's get going with the rest, shall we? First off, should show refueling. Trucks in. And where are we? Oh, we're about done. Matter of fact, I think we are. And the truck is pulling away. That's one thing about ToLiss animation I like. All the objects move in, move out. So if we were at a gate without jetways, we could have the air stairs come in, come out. They don't just boop, 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 boop. No, they actually drive in, drive out. Now, eventually they will bloop, disappear. But overall, they don't. That's really cool to me. If you're going to do animation, or if you're going to put these objects in there, go the next step and move them. My computer may or may not handle it. That, I can make that call. All right, so let's get the APU going, and then we're into getting this plane going. Okay, I'm going to let her do her thing. Waiting for flap open. Sometimes takes a little bit. There it goes, and we'll pop up top here, hit the start button. All right, now let's continue on. So we got cockpit lights, flap levers were checked. The speed brakes, let's double check. Speed brakes down, flaps up, and you can verify the flaps right up here, right there. So they are indeed up. And the APU is just about halfway there to getting running. Once we have it running, then we can light this. Well, we can just start moving through this. Most of the checks you'll do are on the McDo, which is the FMS, what Airbus calls the FMSs. All right, we got it available. Go up here. And probe heat set. APU bleed on. We're going to go high. And cross bleed is auto. Okay, and we can come off external power. All right, I am going to have to check something. Okay, I just wanted, as I'm having a hard time hearing things, and I don't think it's my hearing going out, but you never know. All right, we'll put that on takeoff, and let's get to work. All right. ADIRS, that's where we were. ADIRS to nav on VAT. Okay, we're ready to go. All right, down here, let's pull this into position. That's good. Pull this one into position. That's good. All right. All right, today, a couple more days, and we'll be looking for an update from Navcraft to update our simulators and aircraft FMCs. So be watching for that, Navcraft users. Okay, go to the init, request. Okay, and it's all loaded in. Bear with me a second. There we go. All right. Clear, clear, clear. All right. Let me bring in charts. And what we have to do is get our lat long to match what it says here in charts. Terminal 3, gate 37, 56.8, 118.24. 56.8, 124, 118.24.4. Okay, so double check 3356.8, 118.24.4, align. So when we get to 0 here, the IRS will align to this coordinate. Get our winds while we're here. Clear. Next phase, just make sure. Okay, return. And we're set to go. All right, now let's all right, what we're gonna do, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it, but that's okay. I'm gonna pull up the Orca, and basically we're departing the north runways, so we're gonna head out to Fabra, continue on below 3,000 feet though at Fabra. Okay, so let's get up here. Since we've loaded the init, what it does is it loads your flight and some of your performance. So it's all tied to Sim Toolkit or Sim Brief. Okay, so first off, let's check our weights just to make sure everything's kosher. 120.2. Close enough. Let's put that 120. Yeah, we're going to have to. 120.2 diagonal 27.7. Zero fuel weight. So you see that here on the EFB. Maybe not, because there's a chart in the way. Okay, so you see the zero fuel weight. That's why I set it to 120.2. Put the slash in. We're showing a center of gravity for zero fuel weight at 27.7. Click that line, select, and away we go. 11.8. And we'll get it in there, and that'll adjust some numbers ever so slightly. Now we're ready for flight plan. All right, back to the Orca. So we're going to basically fly out Fabra, and then it's vectors till we come back around to Clipper, and then on we go. Now we are planning MISEN. Where is MISEN? We're missing. There they are. So we'll be going up to Orca, Navy, MISEN. And there's our target airport, 2,700, I believe it is, feet above sea level. All right, let's fill this in. You can see it's a tough flight plan, MISEN. All right, so departure, 24 left. And we're on the Orca. Oh, that's right. And transition. MISEN. I'm going, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot we were at departure. Insert. Okay, so there you see it. Durley. Oh, left is the inside one. My bad. So yeah, we'll be going to Durley, then continue out, make the turn so that we can come back above 10,000 feet at Clipper and continue on to clear the mountains. So that's what the manual FN discontinuity is. We'll leave it. Continuing, Clipper, Kegs, Coop, Orca, Navy, MISEN, discontinuity. Okay, closing up. What are we? Ooh, looks like a headwind. At 150. Let's see what is the arrivals. Landing 26 left and 19 right. We'll shoot 26 left, closer to our terminal. We're going to the big new terminal E and parking towards the west side. All right, so here's our ATIS, currently 53 minutes old. Okay, not very current, almost an hour old. VATSIM is up. That means we may have a center. VATSIM is not changing, so there are 26 left and 19 right. Just because the real says something doesn't mean VATSIM's going to follow suit. Trust me. Come across that one too many times. And this is one of those centers that happens in. All right, we'll just do, hang on. That works for me. Bourbon. All right, so we're going to shoot the ILS Yankee for 26 left. Bourbon. Yankee. Okay, we're coming in on the Reindeer. Transitioning Bourbon. Uh-oh. Let me take a look at our Reindeer. Coming in on MISEN. And we're going to insert. All right. So that will now take us through Teddy Whitv Wadev. Reindeer. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Booty. Envoy. And Red QN. Bourbon. And then it's Bishop H. Hohog. We're on the ILS now, just making sure. Bishop Hohog. Codsey Huxar. Not Pixar, Huxar. Relin. And hey, we're going to find a runway. All right, from there, we go out to our missed approach point at Boulder City, and hold till they say, okay, it's okay for you to come back now. You're no longer banished. And then if we have to go miss or go to an alternate, Ontario, California, 90 mile east is where we're going. Welcome to flying out west. All right, and the IRS is aligning. You just saw our airplane come in. We are ready to go. For the flight plan, RNAV. Everything looks good to bounce back, and here we go. Okay, takeoff performance, 24 left. That sounds pretty good for weather. Hang on, we got to get rid of charts. All right, and currently we're showing 340 at 4-mile visibility, and now we're down to 900 feet. We must have some maritime fog in the area. And we'll leave that all there. Temperature still 12, yeah. 3010, actually 11. Stand by. Oh. There we go. All right. Reason I did that is so when we do things over here, it'll be ready to go. Wrong one. All right, so there's our parameters. Let's compute it. Looks good for a flex. Uplink 3011, wind 289. Actually, I'm going to put it in 30 minutes ago. 340 diagonal 4. Dry. And we're going flaps 1. Request. Maybe there it is. Clear. Okay, this is if we go toga, which is basically full power. We're flexing, so let's go to the flex page, and we're looking at 139, 139, 141, 68 degrees. All looks good. Click on it. Bear with me. Okay, so 11:30. Okay, engine out for 24 left 1700. Okay, we're all set to go there. I'm gonna go ahead. It won't matter. We'll be up and down so quickly. It's a little bit, yeah. Okay, so arc. All right, y'all ready to go fly? All right, let me just work some things out here. We got the FMC all set up. All right, coming back in. They've been boarding us, so strobe lights are at auto. Nav lights 1. Let's go 2. Seat belts, we'll go ahead and turn them on now. Meanwhile, okay. Let me see. Oh, we have a tower at Las Vegas. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead, come online at the same time. VRD 1480 A319 4640. All right, looks good. All right, we're online. Feel free to come aboard, folks. All right, let me get back up top here. Finish that flow up. Okay, no smoking zone, emergency lights armed. Landing elevation 12 o'clock high. And pack flow as required will be on high. And fuel pumps. And radios. Just need to get LAX here.
Los Angeles traffic, can I fly, sorry, can I 81 Abbey via Delta 7?
2950.
Left 7 to departure, Los Angeles.
All right, we're ready to go there. And everything else set and ready. Other than the call button. Okay. Let's look outside one more time. So everything but chocks. Good. All right, we're ready to go. Radios are set. INS is set. Altimeters are set. Let's get some numbers set up here. Speed and heading dashed and dot. Initial climb 29. Okay, and managed. LS constraints. Okay, and anti-skid's good. Landing gear down 3 green. Switching panel all 12 o'clock. Transponder on.
LA traffic, Delta 443, heavy is taxi to Lisbon runway 25 right by the ramp, kilo and Bravo.
A little further. There we go on Exponder. And we'll get the beacon here in a minute. We're ready to go. Hope you all are. Thanks for being a part of Flying with Mike. We sure appreciate you. And we're getting ready to blast out of here.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
All right, there we go. All right, I know I heard him. And stand by, getting some screens in play here. All right, so some things were not. Let me just check in case I forgot.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Los Angeles traffic, Redwood 1480 pushing back the stand 37, taxi to 24 left.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, we are pushing back. Hope you all enjoy the flight. Not too long. Should take about an hour to get up to Vegas. And if everything is going well, we'll try for a second flight. If not, we'll call it there. But for sure, we're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas, baby. Remember, whatever happens in Vegas on this flight stays in Vegas. Oh, wait. Oh, well. Hope y'all enjoy. And welcome aboard. Thanks for watching Flying with Mike. We sure appreciate a lot of things you could be doing on your Monday, and we appreciate you gave us some time. Hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. Those of you that know of that here in the U.S. or abroad. And we will be underway here shortly. Thank you again, and welcome aboard.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
LAX traffic, Delta 443, heavy landing is departing to left right.
All right, number 2 lit off. Let's go ahead, disconnect. Again, better pushback is free. So if you're looking for a good, outstanding actually, better pushback tool, this is one to look at if you're an X-plane. You're going to find there are a lot of utilities that we can use here that are free that most places, most sims
Tow is disconnected
make you
and
pay for.
bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
And add to it, the better pushback is actually updatable with Skunkcraft updaters. I think it's Skunkcraft, whatever it's called, but it is updatable. So, and then the tug will drive weight. The only downside is this is what we get, a nose hugger. We don't get the standard tow bar one. And there's our pins, and also means everybody is away from the plane, or should be. Let's put it that way. All right, APU bleed off down to the bottom, arm up the spoilers. That's not what we wanted. There we go. Flaps 1. Okay, coming into the middle here, we need to set our trim to up 0.6. So find F/CTL. Pitch trim.
LA traffic, Southwest 2334 taxiing, runway 24 left, out of the D8 ramp via D Delta Echo.
Okay. And let's do that.
LA traffic.
Okay. I also get my flight controls while I'm here. All right, and then once around the horn, everything looks good on the PFDs as well. Okay, we'll clear that off. Where was I? Anti-ice APU master off. And nose wheel light taxi, elapsed time, auto brake. There it is. We're good to go. 3-minute wait and cool. Auto brake, terrain radar on.
And LAX traffic, Delta 443 is airborne flying the summer to departure, Lindy transition.
Okay, we're ready to taxi. And LA traffic, Redwood 1480, taxiing to 24 left.
Southwest 2334, holding short runway 24 left. LA traffic. LA traffic, Southwest 2334 line up runway 24 left. LA traffic.
A319 go down.
Hi, welcome in, Mr. Attitude. How are you? I did go around. I went around in circles here waiting for departure. Actually, we did a go around up at Leeuwarden a couple days ago. How are you? I am doing great, sir. And Redwood 1480 lining up and waiting 24 left.
And Southwest 2334 taking off runway 24 left.
Yeah, I know where you were going with that bad attitude. I get it. I'm not Irish. Uh-oh. Oh. Hope all is well. All right, we're lined up and waiting to get our cabin check complete. Get our test done. I'm going to turn this down just a tad so I don't hear it too loud in the ear. All right. Here we go. I think he's out of here. Transponder transponding. And weather radar and potential wind shear on.
And LA traffic, Southwest 2334, all clear runway 24 left.
All right, Los Angeles traffic, Redwood 1480 departing 24 left, Orca 5 departure, MISEN. Lights. Okay, all clear, 50%. Stable, punch it. 80 knots. V1, rotate. Gears up. Autopilot on. Climb power set. We're on our way. Now the only other thing we have to do here is we'll have to do a turn to the left to come back around and grab Clipper, and then head on to the remainder of the Orca. Okay, coming around. I'm going to go 080. And we are now direct Clipper and about might go kegs. See how this works. Okay, and we're headed for Clipper. All right, we're on our way. Hope you all had a great time, and I hope you're go back here and check that message out. I hope you enjoy Washington State up there, bad attitude, and Hopefully you can disrupt the storm that's either come in or coming into the Pacific Northwest. And they're talking more storms and all here later in the week. Okay, ground spoilers dearm. Okay. Yeah, look at all of those clouds. Wow. Not so much that way, but boy, are they prevalent over here. All right, we've got the mountains cleared, so we're good for Vegas, baby. All right, let me look ahead. I think I saw we do. All right, we do have a tower 19.9. Oh, I need to switch frequencies. All right, we're set up. All right, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you had a great weekend, and hope St. Patrick's Day is treating you well. And again, another interesting footnote here in the St. Louis area where I'm from. Compliments of that. Well, if you watch the news, you already know. St. Louis got a good, and I like this term from the newest Midway film, shellacking. Love that. We're calling a shellac 'em. We got hit pretty good. Actually, if you weren't here in the beginning, and or Saturday's broadcast. Well, actually, Saturday I wouldn't have known this. Yesterday we went out, did a little. Well, we did our normal chores. We would normally do Saturday. Other things were in play, but we were doing them on Sunday. And there's a trucking company up the road from us, about a mile or two, and a good portion of their roof was damaged. Their sign out front gone, and a trailer across the parking lot to a business there on its side. So something came through there, be it, like I said in the beginning, a microburst, maybe a small spin-up tornado, something. And by the way, if you track that back into our town, there was a what I'll call new guard shack they put up for the kids. They have crossing guards like many school districts do for the busy streets. Well, they put up these very nice guard shacks. One blew over, and if you keep following it now back towards the trucking company, there was a neighborhood that got some siding and some gutter damage and all of that. So something was there. So they're talking EF2 over in St. Louis, just south of the airport, maybe skirting the outer edge of Lambert, the big airport here. So, I mean, beyond that, I mean, we had a lot of tornadoes in the area, which that happens this time of the year into June. They actually ramp up more in June, May, June. So, welcome to living in the Midwest here in the U.S. It just can be a rock and roll night where most people seek shelter. We hear the sirens go off. We go outside and look. Where is it? Where is it? So, more prevalent in Texas and Oklahoma. Why? Because there's nothing out there. That's not to slight them. It's barren. And you can see those tornadoes miles away. I wouldn't be surprised if you could see them at night miles away. It's amazing. There's absolutely nothing in the way other than a few farms and this and that. But wow. So here, the problem comes into there's a lot of trees and then they get rain wrapped and all of that. So, yeah, kind of makes it it gets a little dicier here in the Midwest. When you cross the Mississippi or into Missouri and eastern Arkansas, that's when the trees start getting more and it gets a little tougher to keep your eye on the tornadoes because the trees are blocking your way. But anyway, it was a pretty interesting Friday night. Waiting to hear from a couple people that I know around here, how things are, how they did. Looks like a town just to our north definitely had something, either very strong winds, again, a possible microburst, or maybe even a tornado. The National Weather Services got a lot of things to look at. It's going to take time for them to do a full assessment of the area. So close to where one of my daughters live, there was a tornado in the bigger city west of them, and they were out helping the folks of that city clean up. And it was, she said it was pretty intense over there. So, and even at her little abode, but all is well. Hopefully the cars aren't too banged up from hail and all that other stuff that goes with heavy wind. So really an interesting Friday. Because the other side to Friday was in the St. Louis area, long before these storms got here, they were dealing with a lot of structure fires in and around the area. So the fire crews were kept very busy from dawn to dusk to dawn. I mean, with all that went on. Did I come out of that? I sure did. Why am I down at 240? Oh, well. So we've reached top of climb, and I'm sure top of descent is not very far away. I was right, 55 miles. Time to fill in the blanks. So enough on that. It was, like I said, a very definitely interesting day, Friday. And it's going to be interesting into Vegas. Wow. Anyway, it's 56. All right, so these numbers are accurate. Oh yeah, it's definitely kicking up here. This is going to be fun. All right, so we're looking at on low brakes, getting about halfway down the runway. Okay, cool. All right, let's get this numbers in. QNH 2995. Temperature here, 18. Wind 200. Diagonal 14. ILS minimums 200, I'm assuming. Yep. Minimums can be found on the charts. All right, we're plugged in, ready to go. And we're looking at, okay, pretty decent. Worst case, if we kick it to medium, we'll be closer to the 4100 line. Okay. All right. here we go. Let's go ahead and get those auto brakes set to medium. All right, we're about 30 miles from top of descent. All right, let's see what's going on in Vegas. Not a whole bunch. Got myself and 3 others inbound, 2 wanting to get out, 1 just departed. Viva Las Vegas. Oh, wrong one. Viva Mexico. All right, so we're in the clouds, it looks like. Yippee-ki-yay. They got a hefty crosswind, about 12, so this could be a fun arrival. And today we're flying this flight for Piedmont Virtual. They are primarily a historical airline group for the VA, Fusion VA. And by that, they're a hodgepodge of American, United, Lufthansa, Spirit, Easy? I don't remember. Anyway, Spirit and FedEx. Just they fired up something to do with FedEx here not too long ago. A lot on their plate, and Piedmont was one of the first they started, and it is pretty much all historic. Piedmont Airlines, not the one you know today with all the RJs and I know I've got to be careful because now some people don't know what RJ is. Regional jets. No, this is the original Piedmont with 727s and 737s and 767s. Oh my. And that helped to form U.S. Airways. So that's where it all started, but they are a hodgepodge of even more historical airlines that really just didn't make it out of deregulation. So, all right, so let's get into this here. What's our first descent requirement? Above 24. Let's get on down to 13,000. Okay, we got our descent winds plugged in. And we are starting down for Las Vegas. So if you're up to it, give them a try. If you're already part of Virtual American or United or Lufthansa, Spirit, EasyJet, FedEx, hey, give them a try. They're one of the airlines that's part of that big conglomeration of airlines. Just remember, you have to keep your activity current. It's not across the all the different airlines. You have to stay current with each one you're with, as I understand it. And if I'm wrong, I would love to hear that. So so we're inbound. Virgin America is one of Piedmont's historical airlines. Pan Am, the whole fleet. You could, well, I don't think I've seen 707s in it, but DC-6, 747s, 727s, and A300s. You have, trying to think of some of the others. Ansett, which we flew pretty much last month and the month before, down in Australia, down under, and just, they're all over. And so you can definitely find what you're looking to fly. And it's across all flight sims. So it's not like you're required to only fly one, although sometimes I wonder. But no, you don't. All right, we are descending. Let's get those seatbelt signs back on. Okay. Coming into the high desert here of Las Vegas. I'll give you another funny thing about the stuff we had Friday while we're descending here. Okay, we had the severe storms, tornadoes, hail, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria out here. Come Sunday morning, it's snowing. I was like, definitely welcome to the Midwest. You don't like the weather one moment, give it a few. It'll 180 if not further on you. Yeah, that's the part that was amazing. Severe thunderstorms Friday, Sunday morning snow. No accumulations, but still. I know a lot of people out here not happy at that. But on the bright side, it's 50 degrees right now. Sun is out, and a beautiful day here in the neighborhood of St. Louis. So hopefully you'll get out and do some flying into Lambert or other airports that are around. All right, we're coming up on transition. I just need to get that number one more time. What are we setting to? 2995. And I'll tell you another thing about Friday's weather came Saturday. Watching all that happened down in Mississippi and points south of us as it pushed on to the east. Wow. They too got a shellacking. But no, just it was definitely an intense storm. And then again, Sunday morning to wake up and see residual snow. Now, that was the other part of that system that went kind of underreported, the near blizzard to blizzard conditions up in the northern states. So, yeah, it was a fully welcome to spring is on its way kind of storm. And winter saying, no, we're not going. No, we're not going. So, all right, so we're coming up here to reindeers. We need to be 16 to 13. We're going to be pushing that. We'll see how it does. And 250. So let's get it. All right, all the way until we get to Red Quinn. We'll be at 210. All right, so we'll be taking this in. Let's go ahead, pop some spoilers to slow down. Hello, mouse, you gonna work? Or are you doing it's St. Patrick's Day. I don't work on St. Patrick's Day. All right. Vegas isn't too far away. Put your predictions in, and we'll be on the ground here in probably about 10 minutes or so. Hope you enjoyed. This has been a fun flight. Like I said, super short. Only about 250, 300 miles between LA and Las Vegas. So hope you enjoy. All right. And all right, we are headed to, well, the southern part of Red Rock Canyon. When you're in Vegas, it makes perfect sense. It's all red or orangey reddish colors to the west. We're going to come in and then make our turn as we basically enter a elongated downwind 426 left. So I hope you all enjoyed. It's been a blast. LA to good old Vegas. And believe me, we'll keep everything that happens here in Vegas at Vegas. So no worries. So all right, we're at 13. As soon as we cross Beauty, we'll start our descent to 11,000 and then on down to 8 and get ready for the landing. Let's see, I still show Las Vegas Tower up. So, all right, let me check something here real quick. IRLE. Perfect. All right, so we got the ILS showing up. Hopefully we can just do a visual, but you know, we may need the ILS to help us a little. So I hope y'all have a great week planned. Like I said, St. Patty's Day is today. Hopefully you're wearing green, or hopefully people in your walk of life don't do the pinchy thing. Down we go. Now, Red Quinn, which is the first fix out here on our downwind leg, that'll be 8,000 and 210 on the speed. Actually, I think we hold 8,000 all the way around. No, I lied. We'll be descending to 5,000. All right. I think the first officer is going to pay a visit. Oh, yep, there she is. Boo. She loves the peekaboo game. All right, folks, we are... Hey, Anzul, hello. I saw you streaming last night a little bit. Coming into Vegas. All right, just a programming note. We're going to land, park the plane, talk the flight through real quick, and then I think I'm going to shut the stream down, and she wants to take a small walk. I need the exercise, get these chicken legs stretched out a little bit, and we'll come back, fire up the second flight. So, but hey, welcome in. Just getting marching orders from the CEO. So, yep, left Vegas. You left Vegas already. Okay, I won't talk. We won't ask you how it went. You know, we're not allowed to say. All right, let me go ahead. Hey, who said it could rain here? Well, that's Southern California, not Southern Nevada. All right, here we go. Starting the approach. And again, exclamation mark the word predict, space, and make sure it's a negative number. Otherwise, you may not get credit and may not have a chance to win. But yes, our first officer turns 1 year old later this month. Wow, what a year. One of our granddaughters turning the big Uno, along with another one a few days later. Uh-oh, I think she's about to go on the patrol. All right, we just crossed Bibbin. We're continuing down to 5,000. Yes. All right, I'm going to switch into tower. And we'll call once we get between Huxar and Relin. And the mighty Lake Mead ahead of us. All right, we're making the turn for the runway. Let's make sure those lights are all on. They are not. Okay. Okay, flaps 1, brakes set, gear, and arm up the spoilers. Oh, if I could only show this video. Here we go. All right, aircraft's going to be mine. Gear down. Yeah, Vegas Tower, Redwood 1480 with you on the ILS 26 left.
Redwood 1480 Las Vegas Tower. Good morning, sir. How we doing? Wind 190.14, gust 23, runway 26 left. Clear to land.
Clear to land, 26 left, Redwood 1480. All right, and like I said, I've got control.
Tower, November 6 Juliet Tango at the FBO with November ready to taxi. November 6 Juliet Tango, Las Vegas information, November's current runway 19 right, taxi via hotel.
1000.
19 right, taxi via hotel, 6 Juliet Tango.
Glide slow.
Tower American 1665, information November,
Glide
spot 4,
slow.
ready to taxi. American 1665, Las Vegas, runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie.
Glide slow.
400.
Runway 26 right via Charlie, American 1665.
Glide slow.
300. 100
Glide
above.
slow.
Okay, we'll be landing.
Glide slow.
200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5. Retard.
Redwood 1480 at Alpha 5, cross runway 26 right, where you're parking at today, sir.
Hey, Alpha 5, you said cross 26 right. We're going to Echo 9.
Redwood 1480, roger, cross runway 26 right, make a run on Bravo, Charlie 4 to the ramp, have a good day.
Cross 26 right, right on Bravo, Charlie 4 to the gate, Redwood 1480, thanks.
Yeah, Redwood 1480, you can make a left on Charlie 6 if you want.
Okay, we'll use Charlie 6, Redwood 1480, thanks.
November 6 Juliet Tango, you ready to go? There you go, 6 Juliet Tango. November 6 Juliet Tango, wind 190.1.4, gust 23, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff. 19 right, clear for takeoff, 6 Juliet Tango. American 1665, traffic departing to intersecting runway 26 right, Lollipop Way. Runway 26 right, line up and wait, American 1665. Number 6 Juliet Tango, if you could change approved, we'll see ya. Pretty change approved. 6 Juliet Tango, see ya. Check all aircraft. Information Oscar current. Vegas altimeter 2995. American 1665, wind 19014, gust 23, runway 265, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 26 right, American 1665.
Well, welcome in to Vegas, folks. Sorry for the quietness. And I don't think we're even close to the Echo 9, but you know what? It'll work. All right, let's shut this thing down. APU should be available now. It is. Okay. Get up here, put the bleed on. All right, and I don't know if the jetways work here or not. I haven't ever parked here. I think they will. There they go. Beacon off. Seatbelts off. Chocks in. You know what? We'll just do that down here. How bad are the brakes? Oh, it looks like they've cooled. Good. All right. So we're here.
American 1665, we can change approved, we'll see ya.
Frequency change approved, American 1665, take care.
And Tower Redwood 1480 in the gate. Thanks for the great ATC. See ya.
Redwood 1480, thank you for flying, sir. You have a wonderful day.
All right, we're off his frequency. Okay, now, like I said, something's come up. We need to gate changed, E6, gate changed, that's good, Azul. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Let me pull that back up. Gate, we are in... Oh, wrong one. Probably E10 or 11. It's a shame they don't mark them on the ramps, but around, oh, actually we're 3, 1, 2, more like 12 or 11. So, oh well, gate changed. But anyway, welcome into Vegas. Beautiful town, beautiful place. And hope you enjoyed that flight. All right, let's take a look here. I'm going to bring up the airline here. They got us at 471. Yeah, I kind of agree. So we'll file it. I'm kind of curious the points we get for it. Hang on. Profile, PIREP. Waiting. Oh, probably livery, I hope. I triggered one or more. Okay, so the livery, no need. Okay, cool. Point wise, we got 195 points. I really don't like this new way, but you know, it's not for me to say. All right, so not a bad flight overall. Not a bad flight indeed. Okay, so let's look at the other that we have. starting with, there it is, Elevatech. All right, we'll complete the flight here. All right, you can see the aircraft is actually now in Alaskan Airlines colors, 466 at 118. Yeah, that wind was a bit on the brisk side. So, and I always get turned around. We would have came in on the RNAV, which could have been fun, especially with it right down the runway, but oh well. We chose incorrectly. Sim toolkit. All right, 374 to 117. You guys already knew that we're watching the screen. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay. To here, come on. There we go. So you can see the great flight. It was a great flight. I mean, nice and short, hour long, 205, 1,700 miles. So overall, a really good flight. The landing a little bumpy, but hey, not too bad when you look at it. So full report here. Ooh, look at that. We were supposed to land. It didn't choose a runway. Why? Huh. Anyway, looking at where it shows us touching down, I'll say about 30 feet off the center line, 20 to 30 feet. And we're at the landing zone, or right on the landing aiming bars. So I'm okay with that. So overall, a really... I wonder why it said that, and... Hang on, something's... That is weird. Okay. Viewing details. Oh, well, nothing we can do about it. All right. So what we're going to do, hang on a second here. We are in the gate. We're going to go ahead, kill the stream for now. We'll come back here in about an hour or so and try to do another flight. That's actually better overall for what I had as a backup plan for another flight. So that actually works pretty good. You can see off in the distance the Vegas. So again, that landing rate, folks, stays here in Vegas. It doesn't go anywhere. So, all right. So we'll see you maybe in about an hour, unless more things change between now and then. But I hope you enjoyed this. Discord channel will give you a clue as to what we're looking at to do next. But for now, hey, thanks for flying with Mike. We sure appreciate you being here, and we'll hopefully catch you on another flight today. And thanks to Azul for chiming in there with the gate changes. Sure love it. And Bad Attitude chiming in. Hope all is well up in the great state of Washington. So we'll see you hopefully within about an hour or so, and fly our next flight.